Welcome to Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions to better health and wellness through intentional living. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions to better health and wellness. And I'm your host, Marsha. Now, at first, I'd like to say thank you for joining me today on another episode. And before I get started, I always love to do quotes. But before I do that, go ahead and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. All right, today's topic is on change. Why we need to change. Why should we change? It's all about change, right? And change is good. But that's today's topic. Change, making change for the better. All right, so here we go. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Now, I like this quote. This is by Winston Churchill. All right. So what can we talk about when it comes to change, right? A lot of people, especially a lot of older people, some people in general just don't like change. But change is good. Change is when you are always making conscious and sometimes unconscious, sometimes intentionally and unintentionally, we go through change, right? In life, we go through change. As you know, life is full of ups and downs. Unexpected things and events can happen to cause change in our lives. And sometimes things may look, I would say bleak or dark or like it's not for our best, but it turns out to be for our best interests. It turns out to be with a twist. Right? It turns out to be for something that we did not know. We did not expect for something greater and better to happen and to come into our lives, right? And so let's use the example of a breakup, right? You've been through a breakup, right? With your spouse or whatever. And this could be devastating, right? This could be devastating. Yet you knew it was something maybe subconsciously that you knew needed to happen, or maybe you didn't even expect for it to happen, right? Maybe you didn't even expect to happen. Maybe you thought things were great, and then boom, you get hit with, okay, I want a divorce, or I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, right? And now you're devastated. But what can we learn from that? What can we learn from that type of hurt and pain, right? And sometimes we need to sit and reflect, right? And taking time to get to know thyself, right? To know thyself. We have to be true to ourselves and who we are, and taking time to reflect on things and why things happen, right? Why things happen the way they did. And getting to really understand you, right? Getting to understand you, because when you can get to better know yourself, you can get to better understand others, right? So it's knowing yourself. And so we can go through this process of devastation, hurt, and pain, but when we can reflect and look back maybe a year or two later, you can see, or you will maybe have some develop and gain more insight on why things had to happen and how it was a benefit for you. That person telling you they don't want to be in a relationship no more, it was a benefit for you, right? I think I saw this story somewhere. I wish, as I'm bringing up this topic, it just reminded me of a story that I seen where this woman, I think she was, whatever it was, she went through a divorce. Her husband didn't want to be with her anymore, whatever the story was, whatever his reasons why he didn't want to be in it, he wanted out, right? So, and the woman, and she went through her own parts of healing and dealing with all of that, the hurt and healing and all of that. But what I remember her saying, I think it had to do with weight loss, if I'm not mistaken. I think what I remember her saying was that how much that whole process and what it did for her And now she's remarried, happily remarried with a child. And I think she went through some weight loss and losing weight. But it was definitely a very inspirational story. And I wish I could have remembered who, no celebrity, just a regular person, right? And she shared her story. So I use that as an example, as sometimes we can see things as this door or this chapter being closed, which is something that brought us hurt and pain. But in the interim, it's making way, or the opening up the door to bring something new into our lives, right? Bringing something new into our lives, better than what we had before, right? Better than what we had before. Now, I just use the relationship as an example, but it can be anything. It could be your career, right? It could be you maybe getting fired from a job, right? You or maybe getting fired from a job, and you see this as this opportunity, or you may not even see it as, let me say that, let me correct that. You may not even see it as an opportunity. You may see it again as this, maybe feeling like a failure, feeling like you've, done something wrong or whatever. Maybe the company was just downsizing. Maybe they just wanted to bring in one of their friends. I don't know. These things happen in real life, right? So maybe it could be losing a job, but you seeing it as not an opportunity, but something that can maybe put you in a dark place. But you can come across now, where you've started, I don't know, maybe you started making sweaters or flower arrangements or whatever it is, right? Um, and using that pain, using that hurt to turn something into hurt and pain into something beautiful and joyful, right? And so even though we may not like change, change is always good. This is how we are always learning and evolving, through the process of change, right? Through the process of change, because change is inevitable, right? It's inevitable. It is what we need for our growth. It is what we need for our evolution, to constantly be changing and evolving and growing and learning. We need to change, right? And sometimes we can make plans, right? We know that sometimes making plans, it may work sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't, right? So I'll share this with you guys. I was saying that, remember I said that every year my husband and I, we're making sure that we go on vacation at least once or twice a year, right? And then this year it was supposed to be in Egypt and I think Bora Bora, right? So, but we're still going away, but we're not going to those places, right? So we've made some changes and adjustments. We've made changes. So we decided to go on a cruise. We're going on a cruise instead. And of course, I forgot where it is. It's going to Coco Cay. And this is in August. Coco Cay, shucks, I don't know. It's I think it's Celebrity Cruises. I don't even remember, guys. All I know is that we're going away in August. We're going to Coco Cay, I think Mexico and some other place. I don't know. But in addition to that, we've made other changes, right? That we kind of wasn't even really looking into, right? So we're now in the process of purchasing a home, right? And so I didn't want to put it out there just yet, but I'm putting it out there now. So we're in that home buying process, and we found something. Our house is being built, right? Our home is being built. And so again, it's not even something that, I mean, we thought about it, but we didn't really talk about it in detail and at first glance or whatever. It was just something that happened at Browse, and we just, they were building some new homes in the area where we currently live, and I went in to go look at it, and next thing you know, we were buying a darn house. What do you think, guys? Is that like uh what do you call it? Is that like impulsive shopping, or I don't know. Tell me. But we talked about it, right? We liked it. We liked what we saw, and we decided, okay, hey, let's go for it, right? And that's what we did. So some changes has been made. So our 2 trips that we plan now with this purchasing this new home is our priority, right? This is our priority right now. So it's expected to be finished maybe sometime in October, November. So I'm excited. I think I'll get more excited as we get closer to seeing the foundation being laid and all of that good stuff. Because we were never able to see that exact model home. So we just got a taste of an example of one of the model homes that they made, and to see like everything that it comes with. And so we got like a little picture, but we don't have the full picture, even though we have floor plans, right? So we're excited. But I think for the both of us, we'll get even more excited as we get closer to building. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. But again, going back to the topic of change, right? So last year, that was not part of what I wanted to do. That wasn't in my mindset to think about doing. Actually, with some other things that I was working on as far as business wise, right? Getting a building and all of that stuff. But it turned out that we are doing something different. So it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. All right.
If you are struggling with health issues like chronic pain, being held back by past traumas, or feeling overwhelmed and hopeless, please know there is hope. There is help. Transcendence, a woman's guide to healing and self-love for better health, happiness, and abundance, is a blueprint to help you get your life back and reclaim your health. Within its pages, you'll learn how to elevate your existence by shifting your mindset toward the positive, focusing your energy on what's really important, using gratitude to feel deep appreciation, changing your gene expression through epigenetics, building resilience, and living in a state of flow, feeling love overflow within. Go beyond an ordinary life. Transcend. Buy it now.
And so again, change. Change is not always a bad thing, although we may see it as something that is bad, right? Or something that may not be the what we expected, right? It may not have been something we expected or part of our expectations, but really, as we're going through certain stages in our lives, and when things look one way, it's really just a setup to help you to get somewhere else, right? It's really this opportunity to really make improvements, because we can all stand for making improvements, right? All of us, myself included. We all could use improvement in different areas of our lives. And so whether that is weight loss for you, whether that is improving your mental health, right? Because that's important. Whether it is improving your financial status, improving your financial area with the things that you're going through financially, whatever it may be, whether it's career change, whatever it is, we need to really embrace that, embrace the change, even though it may not look the way that we totally expected, right? And so the creator has this unique way of uh, sending us messages, right? And really sometimes tapping in, but if you have to tap in, you have to tune in and pay attention to sometimes to see that this process, this area and stage of life and change is for the better. But if you can see past the negative part of it, which you in your perception, you may see it as that, right? Now, for some people, you may not see it as that at all. You may see the whole process as something beautiful, unexpected, yet something that can really help you in your life, right? And so again, it's all based on different people's perspectives and where they're at in life, right? Where are you in life mentally, right? Forget about financially and all, but where are you mentally and spiritually in your life? Where are you? Right? How do you feel about change? Are you one to embrace change? Are you the one that is afraid of change? right? And don't like change? Are you just go with the flow? Are you that type of person? Um, know that there is good in everything that we go through and encounter in life, right? So when I talk about change, change could only be for the better, right? Could only be for the better, even though we may see it as something dark, right? As something, a hard time, a challenging time, right? So you know about my story where I've slept in my car, right? Um, and during that time, it seemed like something dark, something just awful, like, how did I get here? How did this happen? Right? But I knew for me now, right? I can look back now and say, oh, I had to go to this process to bring me to where I am today, mentally and spiritually, right? That I had to go through something, right? So that I can share my story with other people, so that I can help and inspire other people, and so that I can share and tell you that there is life after bankruptcy, okay? There is life after a car repo, right? There is life after all of that, right? And still end up on top with a 700 or whatever score, right? With good credit, right? And having money and being able to do what you want to do, right? And so we have to look at every challenge and adversity that we go through as part of the process, knowing that it's part of the process for the journey that we are on. Each one of us will have a different journey, right? Each one of us will have a different journey, but but the purpose of it is for your evolution, for you to grow and learn, right? These life lessons on why we are here and what is it that we need? What is it that we need to do to change and make a difference and make an impact, right? What do we need to do for ourselves so that we can help other people? And again, for me, I'm so happy in where I am right now, right? Because I know where I was and I know where I am, but I also have some idea where I'm going, right? Because I still have plans, I still have goals, right? That while I'm here, that I like to achieve and accomplish and do while I'm here to serve. So uh, don't be afraid of change, right? Embrace change, embrace change, and learn to just go with the flow, right? Learn to go with the flow, embrace change, be able to and be willing to be open, right? Be willing to be open and embrace new opportunities that may come your way, right? New opportunities. And I'm seeing some things that's really coming in the upcoming months, of some good things that's coming, right? Some good things that's coming. And these things can come for you, right? If you have practice having gratitude, right? Practice having an attitude of gratitude, getting connected, right? Getting out in nature, building relationships, connecting, um, meeting new people, right? Um, Staying true to who you are, right? Staying true to who you are, not compromising your beliefs, setting boundaries, right? Managing stress, making sure that you are taking care of your whole self, right? The whole self, the holistic part, right? Which is all aspects and areas of your life, right? And so this is what I wanted to talk to you about. For some reason, sometimes I don't always have a specific topic, but it made me think of like this whole process of what I'm going through. Like, change is a good thing. And not that anything bad is happening. For me, I guess, to be quite honest, I was a little impatient, like, oh, come on, why is this, we need this. Why is this not happening now? Like, we need it now. What? We got to wait X amount of months. It's not going to be built on time, or there's some delays. Yes, there's some delays in the process, right? But it's okay. It's okay. It is all good, as they say. So, be able to just be patient, go with the flow. Sometimes there's no need to question certain things, right? Just know that, because again, some things are out of our hand because we can make plans, but sometimes the Most High, the creator of all, he has plans, better plans for us, and plans we didn't even know about, right? Plans we didn't even know. Like, well, I was not planning on doing that. Okay, this is what you want. All right, this is what I'm going to do, right? So listen, embrace change. Always, always be willing to see the good in everything that we go through, in everything in life that we experience. Learn how to be patient, right? Learn how to be patient. Um, be patient, expressing gratitude, right? And just enjoying the journey, the whole process, right? Enjoying the process. And it's a beautiful thing when you can get up in the morning and to know that you're okay, right? Know that you're okay. Sure, you may not have the career you want right now. Sure, you may not be making the money that you want to make right now. Sure, you're not maybe in the best living situation as you would like to be right now, or whatever it is, right? Well, people have different stuff that, whatever. Maybe you're not in the right car that you want to have. I don't know, whatever it is. But just learning how to embrace where you are, right? Learning how to have that gratitude and appreciation for everything that you have, and knowing that change is a part of the process, is a part of the journey, and it's only to help you grow. It's only to help you learn and grow and to do better. All right. So again, I'm going to read this quote again because I like it. To improve is to change. You hear that? To improve is to change. Now, to be perfect is to change often. Are we looking to be perfect? Are we looking to be perfect? We shouldn't be looking for perfection because what? To be perfect is to change often. So you'll always be changing, right? Because the whole goal is to just be better, to be better than who we were the day before. How can we be better than who we were before? By embracing change, right? Embracing the change, living our truth, being our authentic self, having appreciation and gratitude, loving yourself as well as others, right? It's a beautiful thing, guys. Life is beautiful and it is what you make it, right? Happiness does not come from the external, right? Happiness is an inside job. It starts from within. So let us enjoy change. Let us embrace it. Let us go with the flow, right? Flow, feeling love overflow within. Let us learn to be better, not perfect, but to be better and know that change is for the greater good. That's all I have for you for now. But until next time, bye for now. I hope to see you next week. If you like this episode, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. All right, see you next week. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Health Coach for Women with Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this episode, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.